opens with a wide, panning shot across a miniature, vibrant city built into the cushions and frame of a large sofa. Scene opens with a wide, panning shot across a miniature, vibrant city built into the cushions and frame of a large sofa. This is the city of Sofonia, home to the Sockling's small, lively creatures made from lost socks. In the bustling metropolis of Sofonia, life was a constant, joyous bounce. Young Socklings laughed as they leaped high into the air on exposed sofa springs, treating them like trampolines that sent them soaring. Down by the river of spilled soda, which meandered through a valley of upholstery, others cast lines made of string and paper-clip hooks, hoping to catch the elusive cracker crumb fish that swam in the fizzy currents. Their homes, a kaleidoscope of color and texture, were patchwork huts ingeniously sewn from scraps of found fabric, each one a testament to their resourcefulness. Life was bright, cheerful, and predictable under the warm, steady glow of their sacred sun. Suddenly, the world lurched with a cataclysmic tremor, a violent shudder that rippled through the very fabric of their existence. A human had just sat down on the sofa. The camera shakes violently to simulate the great springquake. In dramatic slow motion, the hallowed sun, a large, gray TV remote control perched on a pedestal of stacked buttons, begins to slide. The Socklings watch in horror as it teeters on the edge before tumbling into a dark, foreboding crevice between two colossal cushions. As it vanishes into the abyss, Sofonia is plunged into a disorienting gloom, its radiant light extinguished. In the ensuing dimness, a palpable fear settled over the Socklings. The elder, Alara, her fabric faded with age, gathered the frightened citizens in the now shadowy city square. With a solemn voice, she recounted the ancient legends of the Undercushion Caves, a treacherous realm far below, and the fearsome beast said to guard the lost seams. It was a place from which no Sockling had ever returned. But as despair began to set in, a young, determined Sockling named Flint stepped forward from the crowd. His mismatched patterns seemed to burn brightly even in the darkness. Recognizing his courage, Alara presented him with the sacred artifacts for his quest, a gleaming symbol helmet and a finely sharpened toothpick sword. Flint's journey began at the edge of the great crevice. He took a deep breath, secured a long, stray thread around his waist, and rappelled down into the cavernous darkness below. The air grew thick with the scent of forgotten things. He navigated a treacherous landscape of sticky, ancient jam spills that threatened to trap him with every step. He climbed towering mountains of fossilized popcorn, their jagged peaks scraping against the dim light. His only guide in this oppressive blackness was a faint, ethereal glow of bioluminescent lint clinging to the cavern walls, casting long, dancing shadows that played tricks on his eyes. After what felt like an eternity, Flint arrived at a massive cavern situated directly under the main seat cushion. In its center, slumped on a grotesque throne of tangled hair ties and rubber bands, the Dust Bunny King snored, his wheezing breaths echoing through the vast space. A horde of forgotten treasures surrounded him, shiny coins that glittered like dragon scales, long-lost keys, forgotten pen caps, and there, in the middle of it all, was a remote control, its single red standby light glowing like a malevolent eye. Mustering all his courage, Flint began to sneak toward his prize. He moved with the silence of a falling feather, but his foot accidentally kicked a lost glass marble. The small sound echoed like a thunderclap, and the Dust Bunny King's single, giant eye snapped open. A tense chase erupted. Flint, small and nimble, darted between towering dust formations, dodging the king's clumsy, sweeping attacks that sent clouds of debris flying. Then, he spotted it, a half-melted ice cube, forgotten from some long-ago drink, had created a treacherous puddle on the cavern floor. An idea sparked. He cleverly lured the lumbering king into a final, furious charge, then slipped away at the last second. The beast hit the puddle head-on. The water instantly matted his dusty form, turning his light, fluffy body into a heavy, slow-moving sludge that left him helplessly stuck. Seizing his chance, Flint grabbed the remote and scrambled back up the dangling thread to Sofonia. He emerged into the dim city, a hero returning from the underworld. He placed the sun back on its pedestal and pressed a button. A brilliant light flooded the city once more, washing away the shadows and fear. The Socklings erupted in a thunderous cheer, lifting Flint onto their shoulders. To honor his bravery, Alara awarded him a medal forged from a gleaming, polished soda-can tap, which he wore with pride. The final shot slowly zooms out, pulling away from the sofa. It reveals a peaceful, ordinary living room. The sofa sits quietly, appearing perfectly normal, its epic, hidden world and the tale of its heroic savior a secret kept safely within its cushions.